Now that you know we've seen results, we've changed the brain, but why isn't my symptom changed? This is the law of neurology. This is not Dr. Hatch's theory. This is not a belief system. This is neurology. Brains will change, symptoms will change, but this is how it works. The first law of nature is your survival. Your brain will do whatever it takes to survive. You didn't choose the breakdown in your brain. You didn't choose to deal with the issue you have. Your brain did it. It's like when someone gets low blood sugars, and what happens to us? We pass out. Well, why don't we lay down really nice and soft and put our head down on a pillow and lay down? Instead, we black out, we hit our head on something, gouge our head, we have a concussion now, all because the brain wanted blood to the brain? That seems kind of like counterintuitive. But the first law of nature is survival. It will do whatever it takes to survive. And it does with what it has and what's most efficient. Your brain cannot heal itself. Your brain repairs itself. Otherwise we'd never have scar tissue. I would not go bald, right? We don't heal ourselves, we repair ourselves. So this first law of nature and survival is what your brain is stuck in this quote unquote sick stage. Our goal is to get you to the stage of health. So how do we do that? With brain exercises. The brain exercises kick it to health. The brain starts to change, but because it hasn't been consistent, it reverts straight back. Then you do your exercises. Then it goes back, exercises, back, exercise, back, exercise. More you do the exercises, remember how many times I do my exercises? 12 times per day. Why? Because I get the greater change to my brain. And you get this super consistent, this brain jumps ship. Now you ask, well, once it jumps ship, what am I gonna do? How's it gonna sustain there? Let me teach you. This is what's so cool about neurology. The law that's holding this in with the first law of nature is actually the law of gravity. The law of gravity is holding your brain in this stage, right? If you guys have a posterior center of pressure, that's gonna make you feel anxious all the time. That is not an anxiety thing, that's a posterior center of pressure. It could just create a fight or flight reaction in you and make you feel gut issues, hormone issues, stress issues, everything on the human planet, all because of gravity. Now what's incredible is once this becomes consistent enough and this jumps ship, the law of gravity that was holding you in a state of sickness is no longer going to do it. It actually holds you in a state of health. It won't break because gravity's literally holding you there in perfect stability, in perfect function, and your results and symptoms are certain. So this is why I harp so heavily on brain exercise after brain exercise after brain exercise, because if we get this brain to jump, your results are incredible. You do not have to live a life of suffering or imbalances. The law of gravity will hold you in a state of health. It's just like going sugar-free for a day and expecting perfect abs. That doesn't happen. Wouldn't that be great for all of us? It doesn't happen. So the key is consistency. If you're consistently sugar-free, watch what happens from a blood sugar standpoint. So that's how I explain it when you understand, well, Dr. Hatch, my eye test already changed in one day. They're perfect. Why do I still feel this? That's because the law of functionality has not jumped yet. This is neuroplasticity that we'll say over and over and over again.